Yes, you're reading that title right. I've decided to do this given both the time I have for update 110 and 1.0. I'm going crazy right now. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I always seem to be saying that, but trust me, I'm juggling stuff. So, without further ado, pause if you needed to pause back at the beginning. Otherwise, we're getting into Goizo medical history character specific Mimi. And since I'm not working with modded events last time, theoretically this one should be easier, right? This Nuzlocke, because, you know, I should be accustomed to all of the events, and, well, maybe I'm not, but we're gonna find out. What's the past 100-ish videos been for? Dexterity, Light, Takshi-san, Strength, Second Encounter, and Knowledge. But if anything else, it'll go to show that, hey, you'll notice that I haven't been making Harbinger challenges, and yeah, that's also a thing too. But a Nuzlocke is a good base start. I'm trying to remember that Takshi is third and the Second Encounter is last. Maybe a knowledge check, but we won't, yeah, we won't count on that. I even just forgot what the other two stat checks were. Dexterity and Strength. So maybe, yeah, maybe 6 stamina damage, because if I want to focus knowledge, well, gotta focus knowledge. And we need some ward protection. Although, if things go badly, I might just have to roll really big RNG for spells or some other thing. Mimi does have 6 charisma, but I don't want to rely on that, so... Void isn't the best, but I want the funds from selling the library notes. I could also sell the medical kit, but we'll see if I need to do that. Because you'll never know what injury I get. So, as we move on, character-specific perks means I look for the rumor. You don't need to do it that way. It's not guaranteed, or you don't want to sit there rolling. Also, I have custom mysteries set because I was testing something. So, Ward, Flood, I won't be doing anything, though, with the custom mysteries. Painting, Coma, and then Kana. So I guess we'll take Kana first. What else do I want to do? Yeah, prepare once so that we have access to funds. We do have Ward, so, I guess what we're going to do, also I should have done this earlier, but since I might use the monument, I'm just going to store it for now. Or just never use it. One of the two things is going to happen. I'm just going to sell this for 2 funds, and then let's pop in here and get the hospital pass. We'll also take a look. Overall, that's minus 3% doom for what you get for letting go of the Hermit anyway, so we're not going to do that. So let's move on. But yeah, is it 7? I was giving some, you know, some people ask for advice here and there, either directly or indirectly, and sometimes I say numbers that I'm almost, well, I don't want to say I'm almost never certain, but some of the times I'm not certain, and what I mean by that is, well, Scalpel's kind of an exception because it's not the greatest knowledge weapon ever, but for Mimi, it works out, excuse me, because she starts with 7 knowledge. My question is what the threshold is for most knowledge weapons to be able to do 2 okay-ish attacks, not even prep attack, because that's asking for a bit much, even though that's usually what you'd want on Harbinger. I think, you know, different people think differently with different strats, but most people would, I think, agree that you want to play towards the character's strengths. You could force something that they're weak on, but then ultimately you're relying on RNG, because first of all, you have to be lucky enough not to run into things that you would be able to take care of. Like, say if I weren't using the Scalpel and I ran into that Twisted Corpse, I'd be taking like 4 reason damage, possibly more, if it decided to do its special attack, as opposed to the Scalpel where I know I won't be taking a special attack, and then I will defeat it in 2 turns. Or something like, you play Haru with, you know, actually a firearm with the perception weapon, because his perception isn't bad, but again, that's not the weakest point either, but you get what I mean. You're not playing to the strengths is more what I'm trying to push, and that sometimes can go badly. It won't always go badly, and I'm sure some people make it work. I can see how it can work. Again, like, say I wanted to do Strength Mimi, then yeah, you could try and force that. It might work out, and you might like the hardware store items better, but that, again, you have a lot of ways to express yourself in terms of playing World of Horror. Now, will it be the most consistent? But I also forgot to get the handcuffs. Well, shoot. We don't have a lot more. Yeah, we're just in... that was a mistake already. It's only one old god, so I don't care as much. And we do have Flood and Painting. Well, Flood mainly, but then Painting is also not bad. So let's actually set the police... Or, I'm going into the police station more so that I can... We do have Ward. Oh, Ward... I guess I'll do Hospital. For police... I'll put police station in the hospital. But I wanted to come here for the handcuffs because I want to be able to cuff the friend. Unfortunately, what this means is that I'm probably taking Ward third, because I'd rather Ward do less damage than the friend in Ward, unfortunately. But, so yeah, with the Scalpel and 7 Knowledge, you can do that, or with an 80 speed Knowledge weapon, I should say, you can do Prep Attack, which, was that always the case? I feel like it kind of was, in terms of the weapon scaling. Why do I feel like there was... Once upon a time that there was... Oop, I saw something. Okay, never mind. That once upon a time there was... the scaling was by 4, not by 3. Am I going crazy? I swear that most weapons were 4 scaling. Okay, I'll stop talking about that because now it's 3. I know it's 3 because 80 minus 7 times 3 is the 59 speed that I get. So Prep Attack being 99.99 makes sense to me, is what I'm trying to say. Let's take First Aid then. I don't need the Knowledge then. Then I theoretically just need the Strength. And I can reach 8 Strength, and it kind of won't matter. And the Knowledge check is not guaranteed at the Lighthouse. That's what's going through my mind as I'm doing this. Well, shoot. Forced to roll that, but hey, just know I'm going to be taking that damage. Also, this is my... Well, actually, I can... we have Flood. I can run from 1 or 2 encounters. Probably 2 encounters tops. So because I have the Hospital Pass for Ward, I feel a bit more comfortable in Doom. That's what I think some people forget, that without the Hospital Pass, that really makes a big change in Ward. Not just... Well, anywho, I'll talk about it in a moment as I improvise a whole bunch. Did I have to make a cut, by the way? I don't think I had to make a cut. If I was going to talk about something during which, I mean, it's still interesting to look at. But, anywho, yeah, so the Hospital Pass difference, I mean, it's not... because anything could happen in those 4 investigations, it's not like you're gonna lose, like, 15% Doom, but you can still lose a lot, and so essentially, well, in terms of the cost of the Hospital Pass, it is cost-efficient. What's not as certain, as I proceed to forget to take something away, probably the anatomy book, but it's kind of stuck there right now, so Hospital Pass, please. We'll try to pick up the handcuffs later as we go into... No. We take Flood first. We take Flood first. So I didn't need to throw the thing away. What else don't I know? Nothing else. Yeah, that was a waste of 3 damage. Hopefully that won't make the difference, but let's go into Flood now. But yeah, the Hospital Pass, it's at least 4, I think 4 investigations, but I don't know the exact number. 4, I don't know why I don't keep count of this, but, you know what, actually, yeah, let's throw this, actually, so that we can 2-turn it, but, why? We're in Flood, but, my goodness, why did I ever do this to myself, man? Well... We won't be losing too much stamina, but it's still... I would still like to have not been bleeding out right now. We're just gonna eat this in the face and move on with life. He's in the forest. We have to take this. Man, of all the times, we can rest. Pretty much every investigation, we're gonna rest. And because things like that can happen, and what I mean by that is that maybe if there is a hospital event, whether there is or not, again, I think the what I'm trying to say should come through is that if you go into an event and then you get cut artery, and Ward, thankfully you're in the hospital, but we can say for anything else, if you get a cut artery, if you get branded and you take Ward as your 3rd mystery even, you've just overall gotten hurt rather than even say the risk of putting on hardware store over illegal. Then yes, while hardware shop I'll probably enable most of the time for most characters anyway because I want a weapon. It's yeah, bad things can happen, and they can. It's RNG at that point, so that's why I don't really If it's between guaranteeing a weapon and maybe risking hospital pass, that's why I would usually lean towards getting a weapon. But say if I'm a character with the weapon or some way to deal damage much more reliably, or if I know I'm going to get planning to get a weapon, then I'll enable the illegal den, because the hospital having that option available as opposed to yes, while I can maybe be able to guarantee a weapon. Again, you're thinking of the risk there. Oh my goodness, that's right. We're stuck here dealing with medical history stuff, but not much I can do about that. So there goes my strength, by the way, until I get that fixed. Yeah, we do the best we can. We're out in 2 turns now, but it's fine. At least I can patch myself up, but with first aid, still though. Well, it's a good thing we have 4 funds for ward, because we are going to need to heal a lot of our status effects. After a certain point, I want to put these away. The unfortunate part is that I might run into a double encounter, and that's going to be bad in ward, but we have to take it now, so let's go. And let's get rid of all of this hot garbage. Excuse me, or at least the cut artery and the broken bone, both of which are major injuries, by the way, but I'll gladly trade my stamina for that. We'll put that in the storage. Hopefully it doesn't disappear. Okay, it didn't. And that's why I take items out from the top first, because that way I know the bottom ones won't your items usually start disappearing from the bottom 4 or something like that. Anywho. Yeah, let's keep moving on. Hold on, let me cough as I continue investigating. Haha, you fool! Even though I passed the perception check. Haha, you fool! I had nothing to steal. That said, I do want to give this curious package over, so let's do that. But, yeah, the hospital pass, that saves me, like, 4 investigations, which is really, again, anything could happen, from encounters, which are probably usually worse, to events that just, you know, destroy you, resource-wise. Times 4, because you have to, you know, not always, but you should probably assume that you're going to be losing a lot of rolls, basically. So that's just what I planned for. Anywho, I'm gonna put this in immediately, and I don't think you can actually access the storage when you have to take the hospital pass, but let's find out. Okay, you can, so I think I should be able to do this, because I won't need it anymore. And in we go. The question is, do I get an out here? How much do I need for an out? Can I brace into anything significant? Not really. Actually, I can do this. So, 6, 21 into... Is this bonus? I mean, either way, I'm going to be doing this once. Oh man, just show this video to anyone who's like, oh, what are the chances you're gonna get cut artery or bloodily bleeding over and over? Granted, it's out of 4 injuries, but it's out of 4 injuries. Out of all the injuries you can roll, man. I'm shaking my head in real life, but anywho, we just need to throw this, and then we get out. Granted, there are certain runs where I don't get a lot of injuries from the medical history backstory, but I'm gonna limit my battle. I'm gonna call it out when it happens. There's no way I don't call it out. Anyway, we lost Bath, which apparently doesn't matter, but we'll see if it doesn't matter. Matters less because I only have 1 mystery left, but still, the extra 3 resources would be much appreciated as I enter painting. Also, yes, while there's a very low chance you get a run with 3 or 4 mysteries that you don't get to use the rest action in. Do I even have fetid fumes? I don't, so this also goes towards the people who are like, oh, you're losing Bat doesn't mean anything, and then I get really sad. I sound really salty right now, but it's still all in good fun. Just know that when someone says losing Bat doesn't matter as much, this is the world I live in. Like, this is the world I live in. Do I get anything from this? 30 plus probably 2 or 3 checks. I forgot my second encounter check. Haha. Yeah, anywho. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, quick thinking, yeah, it could help, but I don't, well, no, there's a quick thinking. What am I doing? Well, into the forest we go. Well, if I run into that event, so be it. Our Doom is looking really good, so even though I lament my bad RNG, I'm still doing well. It's just, like, I plan for taking Badly Bleeding and or Cut Artery. So, like, you know, yeah, some people just get two abdominal, you know, not great things. They get like 3 tiny cuts. That's really a low chance, but you get what I mean. Here we get Badly Bleeding and Cut Artery left and right. And now that I know Cut Artery is guaranteed, I would rather take Badly Bleeding, but now that I say that, anywho. 5 Doom, because I have the Doom to spare, and away we go. For some, yeah, again, also remembering events is very selective for me as I proceed to do this. I should be able to, yeah, 99. So Mimi really, again, really granted there are curses and things that can lower your knowledge, but strength is still king. Let's just say that much. Unless I get an injury here, but that's technically what I'd be throwing these things for. Do I believe in myself, though? I need to throw 3 if I want to be just kind of working with things. So, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to brace here anyway, just to see what I can do. Yeah, and then I should be able to just do this. That's why I almost miscalculated. But anywho. We'll let Amy go here. Yes, we have the reason to kind of fight this boss. I still don't want to fight it, though. So, Peace of Mind. And, yeah, away we go. I'm keeping in mind I had Void, but, well, nope. We're moving on. So, I should be able to brute force the Lighthouse at this point. I shouldn't need to. I should be able to just play well, right? But, again, you don't throw me bones where, you know, as far as injuries are concerned, you give me a broken bone. Pretty much 3 injuries I didn't want. The only thing I could take, I still have Badly Bleeding, by the way. The only thing I can take is this, which, again, you get 2 or 3 of those, it doesn't matter. But you get 1 Cut Artery, die, fool. No Bath. We're also Badly Bleeding, which is a 25% chance to prot. So we have to keep that in mind as we go through this. Yeah, unfortunately, do we have the 6th floor? No, we don't. So 5 Doom, 10 Doom overall, 13 Doom, so I am sitting on 83% Doom. And we're taking 3 Stamina, 3 Reason. I'm going to just rest 4 times, though, and if I had to rest more than that, like what do you want from me then at this point? So, because I'm trying to gauge whether or not I'm going to be losing a lot of stamina. But, yeah, with 4 rest, I should be able to more than survive. If I keep Badly Bleeding all over these investigations, I shouldn't die, is what I'm trying to say. Also, I didn't need the reason, so I could have thrown that flashlight at any point, but we might as well keep it with us. And then Takushi-san here should pretty much die immediately. I'm just going to do 2 turns, though, just in case anything weird happens. But, oop, I shouldn't have done that, but it's fine. We still get out in 2 turns. We patch ourselves up, and yeah, stamina is really the only thing I'm looking at. But, yeah, well, actually, you know what? This'll be a good opening video as I proceed to... Was it the Doll Nurse? Was it the Doll Nurse? Let's see. I did, in Town Ministry. I did something in Tacoma. I don't feel like it was Doll Nurse, though. Maybe, I want to say it was Miku. Nope, never mind. I lied. Or I'm wrong. So, with that said, I think that'll be a good start. Maybe I plan to do more runs in a video. But until then, if you want to support me as I go through this Nuzlocke challenge again, if the game updates, I'll just update with it. Nothing much should change, and even if things change, I mean, I'm gonna just adjust. So, yeah, if you want to support me, subscribing would help out the most. Otherwise, I thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you later. Bye!